We will march her into Shroktak Mount so that we can move her up to Ironfrost and Dagrax End in the next turn, so that she will be prepared to be where she needs to be. So let's end the turn there. Hopefully Hexoatl are still butting heads with the Codes of Pleasure. Let's see if Trace comes to save Tor Anlek. Actually doubt it though. The other thing is we can go and destroy Nagaraith's settlement as well, which would be fantastic. What does Karon Kar want? Ended military access. Very nice, is it? It might be quite tempting to like just destroy them and let the Cult of Pleasure take those provinces. Because the Cult of Pleasure I think is always going to naturally be allied with us.
Yes, more power, more.
Right, Avalon has united against us. That's okay. Let's destroy Tor Anlek. Right. Malekith's feeling the pain a little bit, but that will give us plenty of cash. And we will sack it for 11,000. Very nice indeed. 7% unit replenishment. We'll sack that. I will go into channeling start so we can get some replenishment. And then what we'll do next turn is siege it again. So we'll get Deadly Onslaught there. That puts us to 23,000 cash. Veloci has hit level 30. And we will continue with Sheaf Master. Okay. Where do we want to build up now? May as well get Dargoth up. We'll upgrade these as well. That upgraded. What am I going to build in Quark? We already had the walls upgrading there, so don't need the Altar of Cain. There's no corruption. Guess the only other thing we can get is maybe slave pens or the Black Roads. I think Black Roads is just generally quite a nice addition for the extra plus 15% campaign map movement range in the local region. It's actually very tempting to build this here, the Dread Mounts, in Harganeth instead of Grond. I guess we could just build it in Grond. Ooh, and we can get the Tower of Prophecy. It's going to cost 10,000 though. It's just kind of like an upgraded version of the Sorceress's Abode, yeah. But first of all, I think we'll just get the Dreadmants, because that allows us to unlock Cold One Knights, which I think I might get in some of, like, in my new army, because I am definitely going to be building another army eventually. I'm just currently using all of the cash elsewhere, and I'm actually going to build the Slave Gate there, just so that Grond maybe becomes a defendable settlement. Like, yeah, currently it's Nagarond, Grond, and Bear Isle. Bear Isle is the worst one though. It really is. Like at Bear Isle, I really need the walls here. What do we currently have? Yeah, we can get the Outpost Garrison. Currently have the Fighting Pits and the Altar of Cain. So getting that upgraded as soon as possible is something that I definitely need to do. Where are we at with growth? We need 4. Currently on 2. Yeah, we're a little bit off with that. So we're gonna march up to Ironfrost. Last time they spawned around Dagrax End and Ironfrost. So it might be worth jumping across to Dagrax End before we start the ritual. Right, this turn, time to go and attack Toranlek. Actually, do nothing this turn because we did it last turn. Or this turn already. Hero's not moved. I think we just leave Rubinis in this province to reduce the corruption. So we'll do that and we'll move on. Oski says, can you confederate with anyone? No, they all hate me. Basically. And that is a Lothern army. And the Phoenix Gate down there is owned by Trace, which is interesting as well. It would be nice to have like a base of operations though on Ulthuan, just so that I can like replenish my forces. I do definitely need to talk to some of the Dark Elves and try and improve relations and stuff. But you can't do it like you can with the High Elves, which is unfortunate. Hexoatl completed their ritual. So we'll go into our diplomacy now.
Master of cruelty.
Sildra
Words are crucial, don't you think? Pick yours carefully.
Is currently hanging out at the bottom side. They're actually below Hexoatl but aren't at war with them, which is interesting.
Unthinkable.
I don't even want a non-aggression pact.
Welcome
I might be able to get one with
Court.
Taran 4 though.
Request.
No. And none of them really like me. I think it's just because I'm not steadfast. They don't want any of the treaties.
Noble
I could maybe
Nagon, we
ask
share
a non-aggression
common
pact
purpose.
with
Let us be about
Sildra for no money. But I'm not going to pay them anything to get that. That's just completely pointless. So another 11,000. And among encampment, we are going to start building the outpost garrison now. What was the other thing we could build? There's a few things, but I guess just income's more important. So upgrading the guild halls. Probably the one in Dagrax End is probably better because that's the one that I'm actually going to be defending. Yeah, we'll move to Dagrax End. Can we get there in normal stance? We can. That's good. And then what I'm going to do is use the rest of my cash to upgrade other buildings. Anything to do with upkeep or income is what I want to upgrade. There's nothing there that I want to build. Guess upgrading to the Dark Palisade at the Great Arena's an idea. Upgrading to the Shrine of Cain might be an idea, so we get the Cainite Assassin as a hero. Might be useful. Don't know what they do though. Just upgrading Kragoth Deep here because it doesn't even have walls yet is a good shout. So I guess next turn will be the turn that I actually start investing in another army.
Certainly not.
What's Eldarion got going on here? Not too much. What about the Phoenix Gate? That has Swordmasters of Hoeth, Gate Guard, Anti-large missile and spear units. 20 missile damage. Melee attack, melee defense. It's not that high. Not compared to the White Lines of Trace and the Swordmasters anyway. That's going to be pretty difficult to attack actually. But for now, I guess the main thing here is just going to be to siege Tor Anlek again and raise it. Now even if Lothern does come to help them out, they'll probably lose anyway, because this army is looking pretty bad. And I would attack them this turn, but unfortunately the influence of the settlement is affecting my ability to move, so I'm going to have to attack Tor Anlek this turn. It's the only thing really worth doing. So yeah, that siege is underway. Lubinis is just chilling still. And that should be everything done soon enough. Once this Altar of Cain's finished, that will definitely help us out. We get the extra tax rate faction wide in 2 turns. Again, next turn. Hello, Elliot. Yeah, they just ignored me. Lothern just walked straight past. Sildra Tor, confederated by the Cult of Pleasure, which is interesting because, like I said before, the Hexoatl's at war with the Cult of Pleasure as far as I know. So that's just going to give the Cult of Pleasure armies behind the Hexoatl main forces, which could kind of turn the war in their favour quite badly. So we might see Hexoatl get wiped sooner than later, which will be interesting, but not too much of a point in me focusing on that too much, at least. Okay. Let's finish this. Another auto resolve. Malekith is just slowly losing health. We're going to raise it this time. Goodbye to that province. +5 leadership when fighting against High Elves. Love it. No replenishment for us this turn, which kind of sucks.
Join us.
I'm not going to build anything else up there just because I don't know if it's going to be safe when I call in the next ritual. Nagarond, Grond, Bear Isle. Upgrade the walls at Ashrak. We're probably going to need to upgrade the walls at the Great Arena, but we've already got that going. Maybe at Harganeth as well, because if they're coming on sea, like they might have some pirates that come in and try and attack us. Or like the Warband comes in on sea sometimes. The main thing is going to be the Chaos Invasion though, and it's going to be big. So do I just pop it and go, or not? It gives us Black Ark growth, extra public order, and minus upkeep. I would say if it gave us like minus recruitment costs, then it'd be worth it, but currently not. We got 6 turns until the Black Ark is ready again, so I might wait. We'll sacrifice to Mathland, get a Black Ark, use the growth to boost it back up again because we lost another one of them. Honestly, it might be worth just having it at Nagarond until I can actually use it. Here I was going to get the orchards, wasn't I? So we'll do that for sure. But I think now is the time to recruit a new lord. Our other one died, so yeah, we'll see what happens. This is another sword and shield. This guy's a sword and crossbow. Moksha. He enables poison attacks, which is pretty nice. And this lady is strong. She's another sword and shield. I kind of want a Dreadlord with the sword and crossbow, just because I feel like the sword and crossbow leaders are way better at killing enemy leaders, because they can chase them down and kill them off. He is cunning, which is quite nice. I think just making him like really good at killing other lords would be fantastic. He's got armor-piercing missiles as well. That missile damage is 334. Yeah, we're going to go with Moksha. Where did he pop out? Oh, I built him in the wrong place. That was silly, wasn't it? Fortunately, he has 5 loyalty. Currently got 4 skill points already though. So we'll go for Root Marcher. I'm going to make him sadistic. I just have to. Every single leader has to be sadistic. Then we'll go for Sea Dragon Cloak. And Inspiring Presence as well, maybe. And giving him the Blade Master is nice. MSCP Cheats says sword and crossbow is good with poison, slows enemy lords. I didn't know poison slowed, but that's good to know. I should have recruited him at Nagarond, which is silly. So we're going to have to wait another extra turn, but that will give us time to just build more stuff, I guess. I may as well get the guild halls building at Ashrak, and we can start getting the obsidian quarry here as well. I didn't realise there was obsidian at Ashrak. That's quite nice. Improves our trading income with Skaven, which is good. And is there anything we can build elsewhere? I think I'm going to upgrade the guild halls at Hmong Encampment, just because I don't think Hmong Encampment's going to get hit by the chaos when I do the ritual. Hero not moved, we don't have to care about. Alright, we'll move on to the next turn. So we destroyed that High Elf settlement, which was quite nice. We'll move on to attack Nagarath now. Hopefully their settlement isn't that well defended either, and what I'm likely to do is actually like play out those battles from now on, because I don't want Malekith taking any more unnecessary damage from the auto-resolve, because eventually what will happen is he'll just get knocked out and it will just be such a pain in the ass. Ooh, Trace is coming along. Are they going to try and take Tor Anlek? Ooh, hello Nagarath. A lot of high elf armies hanging about. I kind of feel like they're all racing to go pick it up again. That's really funny. I feel like I should just jump in there and occupy it. Really bad idea though, because the army will be in a really bad spot if I do that. Like in terms of using their units to build populations, so they'll all have like no men. Alright, Moksha actually gained loyalty this time. I think it's due to the right that I have going at the moment. Or did have going. If I move Moksha into this settlement, can he recruit? No. He will be able to recruit Old One Knights and Blackguard of Nagaron and Cold One Chariots next turn, but not this turn. I really messed up by putting him in Harganeth, didn't I? It's just annoying. I guess one thing we should do here is get another Black Roads. Could also get the slave pens. Yeah, I think slave pens at Harganeth is a decent idea. We'll leave 2 slots for the Hellebron's Palace and the Fire Pits of Sacrifice, and then the last one will probably be the Black Roads. So I might just build up the Black Roads now. May as well upgrade that while we're at it. And what else? Do we want to get the Beastmaster stable for the War Hydras? Maybe. I'll build it up anyway. Currently the corruption's going down to 27% in the Iron Mountains, which should definitely help out with the public order. Almost hitting 100 public order in Ironfrost Glacier. Who ever saw that coming? Not me. Right, so how are we going to deal with these armies over here? Litania has quite a lot of chariots, which would be really irritating to deal with.
Never.
He's a Phoenix Guard as well. Jeez. Those Phoenix Guard are scary.
My cruelty knows no limits.
I feel like Malekith just goes down to Tordranil.
Carnage.
We will attack Tordranil next turn and destroy that. I think that's the best bet. Just take more cash off them, crush these settlements.
I have no equals.
Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Because we're going to probably need 2 armies to properly invade Ulthuan. The other thing that I need to be careful of is like having places that are actually worth keeping. So up here, for example, it's all uninhabitable climate. Whereas like invading at Tor Anrock and taking over the Gold Province is probably way more beneficial. Let's have a look actually. That's owned by Kalland Kar. So maybe I should wreck Kalland Kar.
Your time with me is precious.
Who knows? Anyway, Nolosi is still chilling. She's actually fully replenished now, which is nice. Okay, let's end the turn there. MSCV cheats asks if I'm playing in with any mods. I am not. I tend to play like all the games with like vanilla, especially for my channel at least. I don't really favor mods too much. Like, yeah, there are some ones that are just cosmetic that can make the thing look nicer, but to me it doesn't really matter. I had some cosmetic mods in the Total War Warhammer playthroughs that I did, but mainly because in Warhammer a lot of the units were very generic. So for example with the Chaos Warriors especially, a lot of the units just looked a bit odd because they were all exactly the same. So I got some cosmetic mods to make them a bit more different, I guess. Now Safari has united against us, which is not that good, and Nagaraith is now in a confederation with Lothern. We just got a Knight assassin recruited. A Dripping Blade, a rising assassin with an already impressive blood tally to his name, has sworn fealty to you and is now available for use. What do they do? Let's have a look. So, I guess having one of these in your army is quite good, because they can probably annihilate enemy lords very quickly. Yeah, that's nice. Scavenge, assist army. You can get up to plus 15% income from post-battle loot. That's really good, actually. And then we can give him like the Dance of Death. We can give him the Hawkeye, because it looks like he has 800 missile damage. What? That must be bugged. No way he actually does 800 missile damage. It says 140 missile damage and 40 armor piercing missile damage, so it's probably 180, which makes a little bit more sense. He has 70 melee attack with poison. So yeah, having him in... that'd be crazy. Have him with like Moksha. Get both of them to just go for the enemy lords. That'd be pretty nuts. Okay, so let's have Moksha move towards Nagarond. We're going to have Moksha actually recruit some interesting units here. So, the Golden Chariots, what's his primal instincts? When under pressure, the primal instincts of these natural predators take over. Rampage, okay, so they rampage. The Cold One Knights also rampage. One's better. The Cold One Chariots, they are missile chariots and they are anti-infantry and armor piercing. The Cold One Knights are armor piercing but anti-large. That's a lot of armor for a chariot. Cal says, buddy of mine thought you looked like an English version of Mac from Always Sunny. What the hell? I tell you what, it's quite amusing when you reveal yourself to the internet and what they come up with. Oh dear. That's fine. Right, so Cold One Chariots, I think we're going to go for. Maybe just get both. I mean, Cold One units are pretty cool. Like that. 2 of each. I think that's a good shout. Then we'll move into Nagaron, pick up some more generic units. We got plenty of like income, I guess. So let's just destroy Tor Dranel. We are going to sack it for the extra cash. And we get extra income from sacking settlements now due to the destroyer trait. We've got the High Elf Slave. One thing we should do is give followers and so on to our new leader. Got to be a bit careful about this army coming up here. Does Nagra have level 3 walls? It does. Okay, cool. That's good. So I don't think this army is going to do too much damage to us. We just got to make sure that all of the walls are level 3 everywhere. And then there's literally nothing they can do. Like all of these armies, like the garrisons of like Ashrak and like the Black Pillar, Quark, they have witch elves in their garrisons. Pretty legit. I mean, anybody sieging that's just going to get wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. And I've got all of the upgrades for the witch elves as well. So that's cool. Okay. Let's go for Woundsmaker for extra strength then. For Malekith, we can get up to 12%. Then that'll be him done, I think. Yeah, we'll go for Woundmaker there. Nolosi, what a patient girl she is. We will get there. I just want this second army to be built. It would have been built by now if I wasn't so silly, but the technology is finished in the next turn, which gives us extra public order for all provinces, and after that we'll start to get extra growth and continuous slave supply as well. Probably continuous slave supply first, because I'm not actually struggling with growth just at the moment. I'm actually struggling with lack of cash. We'll end the turn there. And actually maybe we start the ritual after our new lord has built his cold ones, or recruited his cold ones, because then I get the upkeep reduction and I can just build the rest of the forces without it actually affecting me too much while I'm continuing to build the actual, or complete the army. Ooh, that's scary. It's like 2 armies. I'm not sure I'm gonna have time to like raise that settlement. I might just go back and meet up with my other army and we'll recruit Malekith some more troops, because currently Malekith is actually like one unit short. Ooh, Lothern just started their new ritual. Oh, that's all the way down here, unfortunately. Otherwise I might have attacked them. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to get out of that, I think. We're just going to sort of march around if we can. That shit's pretty dangerous, isn't it?
Absurd. Unlikely.
Against both those armies, we're going to be struggling. It's very tempting to just like try and take them on. I know it's just gonna go so bad. I've kind of cornered myself here. I guess that the best thing we can do is just try and get away. Yeah.